Hi, this is Biglos, and welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Original Campaign. As you can see, we're back in the city of Neverwinter, and we're entering Sand's shop, because we're going to sell a couple things that we have picked up to lighten our load a little bit. So let's go over and have a chat with him.
Back again, and... oh... why, you've brought a visitor from the Academy, I see.
I'm not with the Academy. I left.
Studies too strenuous? Well then, it's good it was your choice. Others have not been so fortunate as being extended the offer.
Study's too strenuous? I didn't need to study. I already knew how to do magic.
Ah, yes, you are a sorceress. A natural.
Who is this elf? He's got a smart mouth for a merchant. Better watch it or I'll burn this shop of his down.
If you set fire to the rafters, you'll find the place will draw your energy out of you until you lie quivering on the floor. It is Vantine Siphon, if you are familiar with the historical codex bearing his name.
I didn't care much for history, or the Academy books.
Ah, then perhaps you may wish to hold your threats until you do. Now, how can I help you all today?
Qara, you gotta argue with everybody?
No, no problem at all. I certainly wouldn't wish to speak ill of anyone standing before me.
Oh, don't stop on my account. I'd hate to think you couldn't say whatever you needed to say to my face.
It's really not worth a copper coin to go into at the moment. Let us just say that we have academic differences.
Whatever you say, man. Let's just see what you have for sale. Alright, so we're gonna sell a couple things here. Actually, a lot of things. So, I'm gonna cut and we'll see you back shortly. And we're back. And I'm going to buy stuff, like this Amulet of Natural Armor plus 2 for Qara, that I got with all the money from selling stuff. Now, after the end of the last episode, before I came here, I went back to the Eyegouger Lair.
Yeah?
And I picked up a couple things that I missed, like a treasure bag with 12 gold pieces. And I'm going to buy this Ring of Protection plus 2 for Kelgar. I also got a katana, which I sold to Sand, on a weapon rack in the room where I had difficulty with that one trap. I forgot that weapon rack was there. I also got a couple other traps that I had missed. So I'm buying some gems and some essences and some fairy dust, which I'm going to need for crafting, although I'm not going to do any crafting in this episode. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to need that ruby too. I might need that sapphire, but I think there's only like a couple things you can use the sapphire for. I'd have to go back and check. Okay, so these things that require alchemy I'm going to give to Qara, and the gems I'm going to give to the captain. He'll hold on to them for safekeeping. Now, I didn't sell everything.
What's going on?
Now, I'm going to use this mortar and pestle on the fairy dust. And I got a radiant fire essence. So that turned out pretty well. It's random, actually, what essence you get when you use the mortar and pestle on the fairy dust. And let's sell the trap kit. And I think that's it for right now.
Well, now.
And we'll take off.
What do you want?
Oh, now I'm the weasel. And you can't use the familiar to exit a room. You have to use one of your player characters. So we're gonna go back to Old Owl Well, and I guess deliver our report on the Eyegouger Lair. Because when I looked at the map, it turns out that Yasog, I think that's what his name, didn't give us the location of the Eyegouger clan, so we're gonna have to get it somewhere else. So let's go to the Old Owl Well. And on our way there, it's one of those not so random encounters. I wonder what it has in store for us this time. Now, if you let the emissary go, I think this is where you meet up with him, and he attacks you with a bunch of orcs. Of course, if he accompanies you, then he'll join you all the way to the Eyegouger clan. So we got some orcs here, and they're unaware of our presence, so we're going to throw some ice storms around.
Everyone follow me!
And try to do as much damage as we can.
Well now,
And
what do you want?
let's see, let's go to long-range
Follow me.
weapons.
By the shadows of Merdelain.
And we'll move that over there because I sold the sickle. And we killed a bunch of them. Captain used the
Looks
magic
like we
missile
have company.
wand that you just got.
You know nothing, Academy living cantrip casting.
Because you don't have to roll.
Too bad. Have my eye on our enemy.
And looks like Eleni killed him with an arrow.
Of course.
Alright, so let's handle this last guy. And it'll trigger a cutscene. No, I wish I didn't press pause before.
Well, that was entertaining. Looks like we caught them by surprise for a change.
Oh, here they come. Looks like they were waiting for us.
Just like orcs. They don't know when to quit.
Hey, who's this guy? Stop that. I want that experience.
Hey! Those are our orcs!
You could say that again. Come on, let's go catch up. Before they're all dead. Gosh, they're really far away. By the time we even get close, they're all gonna be dead.
Let me lead the way.
Throw an ice storm,
You follow
Qara. Let's get
behind.
something out of it.
Step with me. Come on. Follow along.
Nothing.
The Sword Mountains are a dangerous place, more now than ever, with the orc tribes gathered behind Logrim's banner.
And who are you exactly?
I hear your warning, and I would suggest you be careful in the battles you choose. I am Casavir, and my men and I have been hunting this group of orcs for days.
Okay, so have I. No, not really.
I am aware of that. Be assured that my people and I fight against the orcs, if not on Neverwinter's behalf. My scouts have reported on your progress through the Sword Mountains. You have survived much. Why are you here?
You don't need to know.
Missing? The orcs have grown bold then, if they now interfere directly. This explains many things. Recent orc movements now make much more sense to me.
Sense in what way?
It is possible. Though if so, they've certainly gone out of their way to keep it a secret. My men and I came across the remains of an orc raid on a heavily armed column of troops. I was struck by the ferocity of the slaughter, and that the orcs would dare strike at a well-armed and disciplined fighting force.
And?
I believe you are correct, considering what we encountered next. We caught up with the orc force and charged. Normally, we would have routed them. With this group, however, they reacted to us with military precision. While their rear guard delayed us, the rest continued to move quickly in an organized fashion, all clustered around a single point. They may have been guarding your emissary.
Then again, maybe they weren't.
We could not afford more losses. Instead, I led a small group and followed the retreating orcs as best we could. At first, I thought we had lost them, but then one of our scouts found the hidden trail to their cave.
And then what?
Our soldiers know the mountain well, but even they would have missed it if not by chance. If you intend to enter the stronghold of Logrim, it is to the north. I can lead the way.
Just point it to me on the map, will you?
We have lost some men, but I will assemble who I can and join you on the assault.
No, Katriona. We have already lost too many, and a massed attack on Logrim will only cost us more. I will be going on alone.
Casavir, sir, we kept you from this once. I think it's best if...
Please, it is important that you do as I ask. Take the survivors and fall back to the Greycloaks' camp. Do what you can to help them and keep the pressure on the orcs. If we cannot defeat Logrim, then he will come after them in full force, and the Greycloaks must be warned.
So, after all this time avoiding the Neverwinter forces, now you want me to stride right into their camp? Look, Casavir, let me go with you. There is no need to keep doing this alone. Let us help you.
We don't need no stinking army.
A smaller group will move quicker and attract less attention. The trail to Logrim's lair is narrow. More swords will not aid us there.
I've seen that trail. If you go up there, you will be nothing more than easy targets. Gods know what guards or defenses they have. You'll be killed.
You have your orders, Katriona. We'll meet you back at the Greycloaks' camp after we have dealt with Logrim.
Very well. Good luck, sir.
Are you ready to take on Logrim and his clan? I can guide you to the path to his lair.
We could use his help. There's greater beasts than orcs in these mountains, and we may need every blade we can get if we cross paths with them.
It will require that I take a place at your side, however, if your group can spare the room.
Okay, so we have no choice but to bring Casavir with us. So, he's a good fighter. He's a paladin, so I'm going to take my spellcasters with me. And he comes with absolutely no items. So if we find some, we're going to give it to him. And he's got some pretty good strength, but he's got really good charisma.
Yes.
So let's summon the animal companions.
Step with me. Come on.
And we'll make our way to the Eyegouger Lair after we get this treasure bag. I'm not going to bring Kelgar because Casavir can take his place pretty well, even though I think Kelgar is a better melee attacker. Casavir would be better fighting undead because he can turn undead like a cleric. Paladins are more fighters than clerics, but they can cast spells as well. So anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. This is Big Los signing off. I'll see you in the next episode, and have a good day.